Creating a form has never been easier. We recently launched Typeform AI, which lets you create an entire form with only a prompt. So forget about adding questions manually, playing around with question settings, or even adding logic. Our AI can do all of that for you. So when you click to create a form, you will be greeted by this text box, where you can start explaining the kind of form that you need. Hit enter, wait while the AI works its magic, and boom, you have a ready-made form ready for your review. You can give more prompts to refine your form and preview any changes to make sure that it's got everything that you need. It's really that simple. But don't take my word for it. Our product manager, Paul, is going to walk you through just how easy it is to create an entire form from scratch using Typeform AI. But before I hand over the mic, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content just like this. Okay, now over to Paul.
Hello everyone, I'm Paul, Product Manager at Typeform, and today I'm very excited to be introducing Typeform AI. With Typeform AI, you can chat to create and edit your forms. And not only that, it's like having an expert form creator sitting next to you, right? So you can build faster, you can give instructions, but you can also ask for recommendations to make your form the best possible to get and achieve your goals. Let's have a look. The first thing that you will notice when you log in into Typeform and enter a form is this new interface at the bottom. This is Typeform AI, in which you will be able to chat to create. For instance, in this case, let's assume that we own a moving company in the US and that we want to create a form to capture and better qualify our leads, because we are getting a lot of leads, which is amazing, but we want to prioritize the ones that are of highest priority. So what I do first, for instance, is to send a very generic message to the AI, create the lead capture and profiling form for a moving company. I want to be able to identify high quality leads, which is my pain, right? So we just need to let the AI think for a bit, and we can have a look at the suggested changes so far. So we can see that here we added a welcome message with the contact details, okay? So what's your full name, email, phone, where are you moving from, where are you moving to, right? This is very, very relevant. What type of move this is, and so on and so forth, right? So quite good. What I would say is that this is a very generic form. I would like it to be a better fit for my company, right? So we just need to provide a little bit more context to the AI. Typeform AI is actually asking me for those details, right? It's aware that it's not providing the best recommendation yet because it's missing some context, right? As you may know, those who are familiar with AI tools, providing context is very important to get the results that we expect. So we give this information, we wait for a couple of seconds, and we can see what's new. So we can see that it updated the details. What I told it is that we're based in Colorado. We provide long list and move, both for consumers and businesses. So we can see here that it's using now our brand name. We can see mentioning Colorado. Fantastic. One important thing, how does the form look like? Well, if you click on preview, the form will appear here, and you will be able to check that everything is as you expect. If something is not as you expect, it's as easy as coming here and proposing to do some changes. For instance, I really like the contact info block. So instead of using a question group, I will ask the AI to change the question group for a contact info block. And again, we need to wait for a couple of seconds and we will see the changes reflected. You can see that in the animation, the AI is explaining what it's doing. So fantastic. Here we changed the question group for this contact info block, and the rest is exactly the same. Fantastic. But imagine that we send a message, and because of the prompt or because the AI gets confused, you know that sometimes that can happen, we are not happy with this new version. Well, we've got you covered. You can go back to the previous version and you can even preview before restoring to make sure that you are restoring the version that you want. So in this case, in reality, I like the change, so I'm going to stay here. So what I'm going to do next is apply the changes to the form. And as you can see, the result is immediately here. What I'm missing though is the ending screens, right? So I'm going to ask to add two ending screens, one for high quality leads, one for low quality leads. Customize the messaging. Fantastic. The idea here is that I want to classify the different leads between those that I want to prioritize and those that I don't want to prioritize, and explain to them, set some expectation on what's going to happen. So in this case, we can see that the team will contact you promptly to discuss your move in detail. Thank you for your interest in the move in Colorado. We'll send resources to help with your move, right? So the first one is the high quality one. The other one is the lower quality leads one. So fantastic. I'm happy with this. Let's apply the changes. However, there's a couple of things that I want to do on top of this. The first one is that if they need to move within 1 week, I want to chat with them very soon so that I don't miss, let's say, any business, right? So what I will ask the AI is that if they need to move within 1 week, send them to a Calendly question so that they can schedule a meeting with us immediately, and then send them to the last question, right? So the good news is that Typeform AI is compatible with branching rules. It can help you create branching logic, which we know that is a super powerful feature, but that it's a little bit difficult to use, right? So now the AI have you covered. Now we can see how we are previewing here the changes that the AI proposes for branching. So from question 8, if they select A, which is within 1 week, they go to a new question added, which is question 9, and then the other ones go to question 10, which is the current last question. And then after those who go to the Calendly question, after they have submitted booked their meeting, they are sent to the last question, which is now question number 10. So I will apply the changes, and actually we can go to the workflow and see the logic that has been created. You can here preview it. So again, we didn't have to go to branching to set it up. It has been extremely easy, just using words describing what you want to do. And as you can see here, we are missing one thing, which is actually showing the right and the screen depending on the quality of the leads. So think about the best qualification criteria for the leads based on the information in the form, and from the last question, redirect them to the right end screen based on their quality. So just by sending these instructions, the AI will make a proposal on a qualification framework, and then it will add the branching. Of course, if we already have a qualification framework, it's as easy as telling the AI what our qualification framework is, and the AI will do the job for us. Okay, so again, remember that the AI is an expert, but we don't need to rely always on the recommendations of the expert. We can always be steering the wheel and deciding what is implemented. Cool. So here we have, from the last question, which is question number 10, quite complete qualification criteria. So in question 4, if they select that the business is moving from within Colorado, right? Very important, because if we are operating in Colorado, if they are not operating from Colorado, let's say we cannot serve them. And then in question 4, moving out of Colorado, how would you assess the total size of the move? If it's large, we're more interested in them, and so on and so forth. Okay, they would go to B, and all the other cases will go to A, right? So this is the low quality ones, and this is the high quality ones. If we wanted, we could, let's say, fine tune this, okay? And we will see how the logic has been implemented here. Fantastic. So what we have seen so far is that you can create and edit questions. You can create and edit endings. You can create and edit branching, but there's even more. You can also translate the form, right? This version of the form, all the content, and you can also edit question settings, right? So if you want to make all the questions required, you can say make all the questions required. You don't need to go question by question and click on the required toggle. The AI will do it for you. And you can also edit any of these elements that you see here on the answer settings on the right. Also, you can give a try and try to translate your form. Not all the features are included at the moment in Typeform AI, but the team is working very hard to make it happen. And there's one more thing. We're also working on enabling dictation so that you don't need to spend so much time typing the information and the instructions for the AI, but you will be able to use your voice to be even faster in creating your forms. So here you can see how all the questions have been made required. We apply the changes and we can see how it's done. We hope that you really like and get value from this new feature and that you are as excited as we are. We can wait to hear what you will build with it, and please provide feedback as always. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Paul, for that awesome demo. Pretty cool, right? So this really takes a lot of the grunt work out of creating a form and makes the process super easy and flexible. And this feature will only get better as we continue to refine it and add more compatibility with other Typeform features. Now, maybe you haven't dipped your toe too deeply yet into AI, and you're not really sure how to write a good prompt. In our Typeform Help Center, we have some resources to help you write better prompts so that you can get to your perfect form faster. And don't forget to check out the Typeform community for more tips on how to get the most out of Typeform. And once again, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content just like this.